You're an inspiration to our entire organization.
All right, guys, here we go. Sherman with Jim Marketing Made Simple. Thanks for tuning in. Again, these Wednesday episodes, quick, right to the point. So today, we're going to talk about objection handling, guys. Objection handling is that big scary word that really keeps a lot of people out of sales in general, right? Because I don't know why. Like I get it. People don't want to be slimy and sleazy, and everyone thinks of a used car salesman, stuff like that. But here's the things that I always tell people: when we're talking about gym memberships, remember, you are not a sleazy used car salesman, even if you are having to handle objections, because you know, I know, we know, if this person signs up and they do exactly what you tell them, they're pretty much guaranteed results, right? It's not like they're going to sign up and it's going to be left on their own and figure it out like a used car salesman. What those guys, you get bad raps because you drive that car off the lot and it's a lemon, doesn't matter, it's already sold. That's not the case with the gym membership, guys, that you're selling. If someone comes to your gym 3 to 4 times a week, consistently, they clean up their nutrition, right? They sign up for your nutrition coach, right? Whether they're doing that in a group format or a one-on-one format as far as fitness goes, they stick around for 3 to 4 months. They are guaranteed to be in better shape, right? So you should not feel like, oh, when I'm having objections, this is a bad thing, guys. Like objections are just part of sales, right? And again, just because someone isn't gung-ho right out of the gate doesn't mean that they're not ready to sign up, right? I've handled objections for 5, 10 minutes, and then the person still signs up. Most of the time, I would say 60, 70% of the time, you are going to get at least one objection. Again, and it doesn't mean that they're not ready. It means that you have to do a great job of handling that objection and talking about how you're going to still get the results, right? How you're still going to get the results in spite of that objection, right? And there's some basic objections that you guys should know. Oh, I need to talk to my spouse. I need to go home and think about it. The price point, all of that, right? You should have answers written down. You and your team should actually be going through this so that when it comes up, your heart no longer beats quickly. Your palms don't sweat. You don't get nervous. It should just be like, here we go. I got this. And again, the more you do that, the smoother you get, the more confident you sound, and that's going to make the potential client even more confident, right? They're going to say, okay, like this person. Again, if you and I are doing a sales thing and you tell me, oh, I need to go home and think about it. I'm going to say, okay, Amy, tell me, what do you need to think about, Amy? Because we've just talked for 15 to 20 minutes. You told me you wanted to lose 20 pounds. You told me you were serious about getting in shape. You told me that you could come here 3 or 4 times a week, no problem. But now you need to go home and think about it. Help me understand, what do you need to think about? Because I know, Amy, I've been doing this long enough. If you leave out of those doors without signing up, the odds of you coming back drop dramatically. So what are you trying to think about? And I'm just going to wait, right? And you're going to get an answer and you're going to play that game from there, right? Like there is a little back and forth in sales, right? Again, you're not going to lock them up in a room and all of that, but objection handling is just part of the process, guys. Again, another common one. Oh, I need to go home and talk to my spouse. Okay, I get that. Hey, I'm a married man. Been married for 20 years. I get it. So we have a couple options here. Amy, this is what we can do. I could step outside of the room, give you a little privacy, let you call your husband, And then when I come back in, we'll have answer. How does that sound? Amy says yes. I know she can get in contact with her husband. Amy says, nah, I don't know if I want to do that. Well, that's sort of a clear sign, right? Most people can get in contact with their spouses or their significant other anytime they need to, right? They can pretty much get in contact with them. So if they hit you with I can't talk to them until the night, that sort of tells you, right? But again, it does not mean that they're not ready to sign up, right? Giving them options, right? I used to love to say, let me step outside of the room, right? Let me step outside of the room. And a lot of times people are like, okay, yes, give me a little privacy. Or you can, another one that I used to love to use was, okay, Amy, so let's do this. Let's get you signed up right now for the package that you want. We're going to get you signed up. I'm going to take your credit card, put all the system, put everything in the system. And then, Amy, when you go home and talk to your husband, and he says, honey, I don't want you to be extremely good looking. I don't care about those 20 pounds that you want to lose. You can't do it. You call me back this evening, I cancel it out, and I don't charge you. How does that sound, Amy? Again, another way to put it, guys. But the objection handling is part of the process, and you have to practice on objection handling. You have to practice so much so that you are comfortable when someone tells you whatever, right? Again, been in the fitness industry so long, having done so many intros, I don't think there's really anything someone can tell me that I'm not prepared for, that I haven't heard 100 times, 1,000 times. Coach people will get through. So this is part of it, right? So if you're just starting, if you're new in sales and you get nervous with the objections, that's totally normal, right? But something that helps is if you are prepared for the objections. That's the reason I'm a big proponent of the sales team in the gym getting together and role playing and talking about some of the objections they heard. Because if I can learn from my team member, they hear something, we get to role play it. So now when I hear it 2 weeks from now, I'm like, oh, we just practiced on that. Now it's more smooth, it's more comfortable. And again, at the end of the day, all you're trying to do is help more people, because you know as well as I know, if they sign up and they listen to what you tell them, they're pretty much guaranteed to get results, guys. So I hope this helped you guys. Let's start practicing on these objections. And remember, just because someone has an objection does not mean that they're not ready to sign up. All right, guys, chat soon.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to the Gym Marketing Made Simple podcast with Blake Ruff and Sherman Merricks. We hope you enjoyed. We believe marketing should increase revenue and not waste money. So book your free call today. Head on over to lassoframework.com. That's lassoframework.com and find the right words, get more customers, and increase your revenue. We'll see you here next time.